board is available at any home improvement center. This nice flat surface, and just got a light coating of mold release on the surface here so we don't have any of the silicone to stick. What I'm doing now is making sure that the board is level. The reason we want it level is so that we don't have the mold coming out with a thick part and a thin part. It's got to be all consistent. And I'm a little bit low on that side, so I'm just going to put a wooden wedge in. Got to go on this side. No, this side. Okay. Now that I did that way, I want to check it this way to make sure it didn't change, and I'm good that way. So we're good there. Just checking to make sure that I'm clean on this separate piece of board here. And I'm going to get some, these are pieces of PVC. These particular ones are 1.5 inches in diameter that I use to contain the silicone when I pour around for the mold.
What you got there that we're gonna mold today?
This is 3-star fish. This is gears, small gears used for like steampunk jewelry. And this is a one single starfish, and we got a button heart and a small motorcycle. What I'm doing here is putting just a little bit of Vaseline on the back side of this and push down. What that does is hold it in place. When I pour the silicone on it, it doesn't want to float. The motorcycle, there's some clay that's underneath of it that is pushed down into, so that will hold that rather than having to put Vaseline on it. Now I'm just dabbing a little bit of Vaseline on the bottom part of this PVC, and I'll place it down so that the item is centered, and I just lightly push down so that we get good adhesion around all the way around the perimeter. Now I'm just going to do the same thing with this one here. It's going to go around the motorcycle. This Vaseline keeps the PVC in place, and it also prevents from the silicone leaking from underneath. Doing the same thing for the starfish.
So how'd you get that starfish to be the same size as the PVC? Looks like it's the same size.
This is one that I have a mold for already, and I simply took the mold itself and placed it in the PVC, poured resin into the mold and overfilled the mold so that I got that base. That way when I poured it each time, I get a consistent look from one mold to the next.
Oh, okay.
Also has an added benefit of no silicone can seep up underneath of the item, so I don't have the trimming to do for the mold each time it comes out.
So I guess you did about the same thing on these two a little bit larger ones.
Yeah. But this one, I got the wrong size of things here. Make sure this is the right one, yeah. These are not PVC. This is actually a rigid foam material called HDU.
Rigid foam?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So we're making all these at the same time so that you don't have to keep mixing up a lot of...
Right. I don't have to mix up silicone in individual batches. I can do one batch and pour several at one time.
So how long you been making molds, Buddy? They make you think now, don't I?
Over 22 years.
Oh, okay. So we're calling you an expert then.
I've been called worse.
Uh,